Am I the meanest?
PUNSH drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
PUNSH drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
PUNSH drunk.
Well, who am I?
PUNSH drunk.
Who am I?
PUNSH drunk.
I can't hear you.
PUNSH drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
What up, y'all already know this is Punch Wrong Boxer, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, el Sazón, el Borracho, el Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good event this past weekend in Washington, D.C. Capital One Arena. Gervonta Tank Davis stepping back in the ring. Another sold-out arena. This man is selling out everywhere. Sold out Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Staples Center, Barclays Center. Anywhere Gervonta Tank Davis goes, a goddamn party. Party and the honeys, las mujeres, las prostis. Out there. Stacked up card with Jaron Boots Ennis, Philadelphia own, the phenom in the welterweight division, in which a lot of people right now was talking about, oh my God, he looked that special. He looked underwhelming. He didn't exceed the expectation or max the expectation of the fight. Oh no, Jaron Boots Ennis ain't all that. No, Jaron Boots Ennis can't be no Earl. Jaron Boots Ennis can't be no Bud. Jaron Boots Ennis can't be no Keith, because since Karen Choo-Choo Train was running all over the place and stuff like that, using the footwork, y'all was like, nah. You know, Keith Thurman got some good legs. He got some good legs. Wasn't going to do versus Virgil Ortiz. Wasn't going to do it with them. Everybody was sitting around waiting for this moment for Jaron Boots Ennis to go to a decision. Just like they was waiting for Edgar Berlanga. Just like they was waiting for Earl to choose Pitts with Mikey Garcia. Just like they was waiting for Keith on Tom Thurman when he went to distance with Leonard Bundle. Just when somebody goes the distance, that's people is like it seems like people's like, yeah, man, I can't wait to for Earl Spence. I'm sorry, for Jaron Boots Ennis not to look as special, so I could go back in YouTube and brag about some BS. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Rashidi Ellis, damn Rashidi Ellis. What happened? Come on. Hector Luis Garcia, I don't see nothing. No puedo ver. No puedo ver. I'm sorry. No continue over here. Sorry. I can't do it anymore. Shout out to Hector Luis Garcia. Hope he's good. Shout out to Rashidi Ellis, Villa, the guy that whooped him in the 12th round. I had Rashidi Ellis actually winning the fight. I actually had Rashidi Ellis winning the fight. But he was too plugged in, too attached to the ropes in this championship rounds. It's no good. It's no good. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. And Ali in the building. Dímelo, Linda. UK. In the building. Everybody in the chat, y'all already know the drill, man. Smash the like button. Smash it like you smash your shorty. All right? Smash it like you smash your shorty. At the time, y'all ain't smashing nothing. Y'all looking at your boy. Happy 2023 from London, England. Yes. Worldwide. Also, you seen the masterclass, of Demetrius Boobo Andrade making his 168-pound debut, PBC Showtime debut versus Demar Nicholson. Beat him in every facet of the game. All judges' scorecard had him winning every single round. Just played a great jab, great movement, great jabs to the solo plex, great 6-9 punch combination. Yikes. Dropped him 2 times, probably 3 times, but the referee didn't call it. But the reason Andrade looked special. No wonder nobody want to fight that man. No wonder he's one of the most avoided fighters, not only in this era, but the history of the sport of boxing. No wonder nobody want to fight that man. See, it's unfortunate to be so Andrade, my brother. You just look at ain't nobody can even win rounds versus Demetrius Andrade. Nobody can win at least consecutive rounds versus Demetrius Andrade, let alone winning the fight. Can you win a round versus Demetrius Andrade? Can anybody just win a round? Huh? Making his 168-pound debut. Looked at tradition. Demetrius Andrade did what he does traditionally. Hurt you, drop you, give you a boxing lesson, get a unanimous decision. No wonder Triple G ain't wanted that work. No wonder Canelo Alvarez didn't want that work. No wonder Charlo didn't want that work. No wonder Samson Lickowitz said he didn't want that work for his client, David Benavidez. But David Benavidez did wanted that work with Demetrius Andrade. So we got to give him kudos. But the names that we know, they didn't want that work. Having all the skills of the world don't give you the opportunity, man. It's not good. It's no bueno. I know there's people hate and they mad. They mad because I understand. I understand some of y'all haters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come into the comment. Y'all be like, oh, yo, Punch, talk about boo-boo. Come about boo-boo. But I know what it is. I know what it is. I know y'all want me to pick a side. Y'all want me to just kiss Canelo's ass. I know that's what y'all want. But I'm a supporter of Canelo Alvarez. The 4th Division World Champion, super middleweight undisputed, King Lelo, aka Cartelo, aka Payday, aka get the fuck out of here, man. But no, see, it's not about that I could give props to other fighters. It's that y'all just want me to stick to Canelo Alvarez. Y'all want to be like other channels that don't show their face. Y'all want me to stick to Canelo Alvarez or stick them. Pause. I don't know what it is. Y'all want me to be like this. I understand. Y'all want me, so desperately want my lips to be like this. Hold on. Wait. Y'all so desperately want me to be like this. I know it because that's what y'all do to Canelo Alvarez. See, I'm a logical Canelo fan. You are a Canelo fanboy. Y'all want me to be fanboy. Y'all want me to pop the pimples in his ass. Y'all want me to bite and swallow the ass hair of Canelo Alvarez, but I'm not going to do it. It's a civil war between the logical Canelo fans versus the Canelo Alvarez fanboys. This is what they want us to do. This is what they want us to do, and I ain't gonna do it. I won't do it. Sorry, I'm not gonna do it. There's other channels out there que le besan culo a Canelo Alvarez todo el día. Yo no voy a besar culo, my friend. Yo no beso culo. That's what it is, but it's all right. And this community, I understand. The Deontay Wilder fanboys, the Canelo Alvarez fanboys, I don't know who. I don't know who wins. I don't know who wins. I don't know who wins. It's like if you're talking about like, hey yo, Canelo Alvarez versus Dimitri Bivol, and then Canelo Alvarez lose and be like, hey yo, at least he dared to be great. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez is small. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez is small and stuff like that. You know, like at least he went up there. What these other guys are doing, at least he went up there. And then I'd be like, all right, so since he's too small, stay at 168, fight David Benavidez and stuff like that. But Canelo Alvarez won avenge his loss. Didn't you just say that he's too small? So why you want to fight Dimitri Bivol again? Didn't he outbox Canelo Alvarez? Wasn't even close. I mean, I'm all in support of Canelo Alvarez avenging his loss, but come on, y'all gotta pick and choose what narrative y'all gonna spin. Y'all gonna pick and choose what type of narrative y'all gonna adopt. I'm here unbiased logically and objectively, but y'all don't. There's some people I can see right now in the comment section. Y'all don't like unbiased. Y'all don't like unbiased. Just say, hey, yo, why don't y'all be real the way I'm real? That's all. Hey, yo, look, if y'all gonna come into the comment section, look, we all don't know each other. The least you could do is be real with me. Ain't nobody gonna shoot y'all. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to y'all to be real. Say it. Say it. Punch, I just want you to talk great about Canelo and shit on everybody else that's attached to Canelo Alvarez as a possible opponent. That's what we want you to do, Punch. Shit on everybody else and praise Canelo. That's all you should do, Punch. That's all you should do. We'll support you. Stay loyal to Canelo. Just say Charlo ain't shit and the Matrix ain't shit and David Benavidez ain't Mexican. He's Ecuadorian. And say Bivol is too big. And say Baturbia don't got a chance. That's what y'all want. Just say the truth. So I know who you are, because I know who I am. I show my face. I show my face. Huh? I don't talk shit about fighters and never show my face. So if you cross that fighter's path, they won't smack the shit out you. I show my face. I show my face. Demetrius Andrade, skills. But is he paying all the bills? He's too good. They ain't trying to give him an opportunity. Could it happen to Jaron Boots Ennis? Jerome Boots Ennis was fighting for a title that we have not seen that title on the line for a pretty long time. Transcend the sports channel with the building. What's good? Los Toronto, Canada in the building. What's good, man? Say Punch Drunk is all good. Andrade versus Charlo versus Morel versus Belonga versus it doesn't matter. Yeah, fight them all. Fight them all. Fight them all. But y'all saw why. Y'all saw, if y'all got an eye for boxing, if y'all really understand the technique of the sport of boxing, y'all understand why Demetrius Andrade, people don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. He's just too much. And I'm gonna make my prediction. Matter of fact, I already seen enough. I seen enough. See, I'm gonna say it like this. Pay attention. I see enough. I believe Canelo Alvarez, as great as he is of this era, I believe he plateaued. I saw it in the Dimitri Bivol fight, and I saw it in the Triple G fight. He plateaued. See, Demetrius Andrade never took no punishment, so dude can't barely lose a round. And let's not neglect that styles make fight, but that's it. It is what it is. Demetrius Andrade will outbox Canelo Alvarez. Demetrius Andrade will outbox Canelo Alvarez. Demetrius Andrade beats Canelo Alvarez. Yep. Jason in the building. What's good? Yep. I mean, ain't nobody could really tell me here, because I want to bring him up. Ain't nobody could really tell me here that Canelo Alvarez is going to outbox Demetrius Andrade. Could Canelo Alvarez outbox Demetrius Andrade? Y'all can't put that in the sentence. Canelo Alvarez outboxing Demetrius Andrade. Nah, y'all know it. He can't outbox him. Could he hurt him? Maybe. Yeah, maybe he could hurt him. Canelo Alvarez is that good. Because he closed the gap. Because he trapped Demetrius Andrade with his good footwork. Does Canelo Alvarez throw more punches than Demetrius Andrade? Does Canelo Alvarez have a better jab than Demetrius Andrade? Does Canelo Alvarez got more tools in the toolbox than Demetrius Andrade? And I'm just looking at it like, And I'm seeing that Canelo Alvarez is getting tired in the third round of Dimitri Bivol. Tired. How the hell you getting tired in the third round? One thing about Canelo Alvarez, that Canelo Alvarez was having trouble with stamina before he went on this incredible run in the super middleweight. Right? Canelo Alvarez knees is no bueno. He don't run. He don't do the road work. He's getting tired of versus Triple G was a human punching bag, and he was already getting tired with Triple G. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget that even Canelo Alvarez was a vegan prior to the Bivol fight. And if you have any vegan in the building, shit, I've been vegan before. And one of the primary thing as being a vegan, you know what the primary thing of being a vegan? Energy. Ask any vegan you ever met in your life, what is the primary thing when you are vegan and you feel after 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of being a vegan and eating plant-based and not eating meat and all that stuff? Energy. So to hear that Canelo Alvarez, even being as a vegan, tired after the third round of Dimitri Bivol, if he's tired versus Dimitri Bivol, what the hell you think is going to happen with Demetrius Andrade? That probably got better footwork than Dimitri Bivol. What the hell you think is going to happen if he's getting tired of Triple G? Triple G, cement feet, Triple G. And you're getting tired here, making you run? Ladies and gentlemen, I think that Canelo Alvarez, who is great, who has accomplished more than practically almost anybody, arguably more than anybody today in the sport of boxing in this era, started at the age of 15. Maybe he plateaued. And I'm looking at the skills and I'm looking at the matchup and I'm saying Canelo Alvarez will lose versus Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade will outbox Canelo Alvarez just like Dimitri Bivol. Yep. I see it now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look. Los haters in the building. Philip, what's good? Kobe BX in the building, New York City. Saludo, Drunken Nation. El sazón, dile que lo que, ya tú sabes. Mira, tan quillado la gente, Kobe, tan quillado la gente ahora. ¿Ah? Ellos están quillados porque ellos quieren que yo le mame el huevo a Canelo Alvarez, si no lo va a mamar. Y están quillados la gente ahora. Están quillados la gente. What did Punch say? Punch, how dare you say that? How dare you say that Demetrius Andrade will outbox Canelo Alvarez? Oh, I'm having a heart attack. ¿Qué yo estoy oyendo? What did I hear today? Oh no. Demetrius Andrade will outbox Canelo Alvarez. Ain't nobody in this chat, ain't nobody can tell me that Canelo Alvarez will outbox Demetrius Andrade. He don't got the skills and talent to outbox Demetrius Andrade. He ain't no fucking Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He don't got the footwork. He don't got the punching output. He don't got the multiple skill set. He don't got the bag of Demetrius Andrade to outbox Demetrius Andrade. Listen to me. Canelo Alvarez cannot outbox. Canelo cannot outbox Demetrius Andrade. Could he beat Demetrius Andrade? That's another question. Could he stop TKO? Maybe. But outbox Demetrius Andrade? Ay, mimito. Usted tan loco. I ain't no crazy, my friend. I ain't not crazy. You could be crazy all you want. See, you gotta listen before y'all listen. Listen. Remember Malcolm X the movie? Listen. Listen. Hear and understand. He said, listen. Listen. Hear and understand. We're going to be talking about Boots right now. Because now with the Boots Ennis, oh, now he's overrated. Oh, now Boots is all hype. Why are boxing fans, especially the American boxing fan, whether you Latino, Black, it's just the American culture. Y'all pray to see something so y'all could brag and talk shit about. Y'all see Boots Ennis. Yeah, I bet. Because I was out there watching CDC, but I bet if I had the eyes to watching other people watch the fight in their homes, and it's like the 10th round, y'all begging. Y'all are begging Jaron Boots Ennis to go a whole 12. So y'all could come back in YouTube, y'all could come back in Twitter and be like, I told you he can't be Earl. I told you he can't be Bud. He can't even be Keith. He got exposed. He can't cut off the ring. I don't think he could be. He's all hype. But look at his resume. If y'all been following the channel, almost 2 years ago, I did a live show and I was talking about Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis. And I said, because the American culture, I don't know how long people been following the channel, but I said this almost 2 years ago. I've been talking about Jerome Boots Ennis for 4 years. when nobody was talking about Jaron Boots Ennis. Shout out to Jaron Boots Ennis. I said Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis, wait. Because once y'all climbing the ladder, they love you now. But once you reach that level, all the hate comes. All the hate comes. For what? For bragging rights? Jerome Boots Ennis fought for a title that I don't even remember the last time this title was on the line. The IBF interim champion. Can anybody tell me in boxing who is the IBF interim champion and who was the last IBF interim champion? Because anybody guess? Can anybody guess for me? That's how much Jaron Boots Ennis, this all the skills in the world. This is why how he was ducked. Help me out. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not saying I'm always right. Can anybody show me who are the IBF interim title holders? Can anybody, please? Can anybody tell me who is the IBF interim champion? And who was the last one to fight for IBF interim champion? Now, I'm gonna tell you what the IBF did. They went to their storage, they dusted out an interim IBF belt and say, you know what? We ain't ready to put Earl Spence to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, even though that the Belt Federation, they stepped aside and let the negotiation with Bud and Earl Spence go through. But if it didn't go through, y'all was supposed to order the IBF. Y'all supposed to order Earl Spence to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, especially when y'all know that Jaron Boots Ennis fought custodial claim to be the mandatory to Earl the True Spence. Earl the True Spence, who has not been mandated by the IBF since 2018 versus Carlos Ocampo. Now, I'm not going to say all the time, but having all the skills like a Jaron Boots Ennis, having all the elite skill set of the Demetrius Andrade doesn't grant you opportunities. Doesn't grant you opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Some people are fortunate. And the sport of boxing is all about opportunity. The word of the day, opportunity. Boo Boo's outing, sensational, most avoided. Thank you, Kobe. See, Kobe, you looking at the sport of boxing, my brother. I could tell when people look at the sport, look at the art, look at the technique, look at the skill set. I understand the people that got an eye for talent, eye for skill set. Kobe, you got that, my brother. You got that. See, there's a lot of people out here that be like, but who did Demetrius Andrade fight? Who did I say, yo, but who was the names that avoided him? But he avoided Janabek. And for unification about who avoided him, well, he avoided to fight Secretary Rodrigo. What about what unification about? You know, we want to see the best fighting the best. It's the boxing fans. You want to see the best fighting the best. We don't praise to see mandatories and shit like that, right? Ain't nobody was begging the Earl Spencer fight Abdul Kokorov and shit like that. You don't give a damn about no mandatory. We give a fuck about the best fighting the best. That's what we complain about. The best fighting the best. Unification bout, undisputed bout. We want to see Bivol versus Baturia because undisputed. We want to see Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk for undisputed. We wanted to see Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence, undisputed. We wanted to see Jose Ramirez versus Josh Taylor for undisputed. We wanted to see Vasily Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez for undisputed. We wanted to see Paul Butler versus Naoya Inoue, but really we wanted to see Casimero because we wanted to see the undisputed. But now, not now, but before, when Canelo Alvarez was going to fight for undisputed, who did Demetrius Andrade fight? Who did Demetrius Andrade fight? Canelo don't get in that ring with him. Canelo don't get in that ring with him. Y'all fanboys so scared that Canelo Alvarez loses to Demetrius Andrade. I never seen a fan base, and I'm talking about the fanboys, not the logical. I never seen these fanboys so afraid of Canelo Alvarez losing to Demetrius Andrade. See, it's like I said, it's okay. Yeah. Brian Guzman in the building, one of the members of Punch Rock Box. If you want to become a member to support the channel, you already know, become a member. Join Brian Guzman in the building. I never seen a fan base so scared of another fighter. Y'all are desperately, this is alarming, bro. But no. Who did Demetrius Andrade beat? Until he beat, then he could get Canelo. This is why these content is actually fun. I'm having fun with y'all right now. I'm having fun in the comment section. Let me say, like, it's the most engagement. The Demetrius Andrade and the Canelo content and the Charlo content brings more comments than anything. You know why? Because the haters come out. The haters are afraid of Demetrius Andrade outboxing Canelo Alvarez. Because you know that Canelo Alvarez cannot outbox Demetrius Andrade. Greatness is greatness. I'm not afraid. I like Canelo Alvarez. Y'all know that. I'm a fan of the 4th Division World Champion. Canelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. get that fucking out of here, man. I'm a fan of Canelo. I'm not afraid that Canelo Alvarez lose. I'm not afraid that he lost to Bivol. I was the first one to be like, Bivol, get that rematch. Get your get back right now. Get your get back because I believe in your greatness. I believe in your greatness, Canelo Alvarez. Get that Demetrius Bivol get back right now. And he chose to fight Triple G and declined to activate his rematch clause. And I said, ding, humble. Am I praising Canelo Alvarez too much? Am I overly doing it? Because let me be honest. See, I could be real. I was in the clouds when it came to Canelo Alvarez. I was in the clouds. His run in the super middleweight, he looked at invincible. Right here in Punch Room Boxing, I said that Canelo Alvarez looked at invincible. He looked like Kobe, Michael Jordan, 4th quarter. He was on Black Mamba mode. I said that. I said if Canelo Alvarez will beat the shit out of Demetrius Bivol, I predicted that. I was wrong. I said if he could beat Demetrius Bivol and Beterbiev, he could go to heavyweight and fight Alexander Usyk. I ain't seen none of y'all motherfuckers told me that I was a fanboy. I ain't hear you guys, the same guys that's calling me fanboy. I ain't hear you say, hey, yo, Punch, tú te está pasando ahora. I didn't hear none of you say that. You know what was happening when I was saying that? Subscribe. Like. Views. Punch wrong. I love your shit with Canelo Alvarez. Y'all motherfuckers wasn't calling me fanboy when I said that Canelo Alvarez had the potential to fight Alexander Usyk. Y'all ain't call me a fanboy when I said that Canelo Alvarez will beat Demetrius Bivol. I ain't said, y'all ain't call me a fanboy when I said that Canelo Alvarez would never lose again. But now, humble sets in, and I gotta humble my analysis, and now is Punch is a fanboy to this and that. But when it came to Canelo Alvarez and Punch Run Boxing, Yo, Punch, you, IBFP, and Monty Brown are my favorite channels. Y'all wasn't calling me fanboy back then. Y'all was supporting everything I say. Y'all was supporting every single video. Huh? Y'all wasn't saying that. Oh, now I say, hey, yo, look at Canelo Alvarez. It looks like everybody knows so. And Canelo Alvarez has plateaued. Canelo Alvarez don't throw enough punches being the little guy. He's not throwing enough punches. Canelo Alvarez is not doing road work. Canelo Alvarez is looking more stationary more than ever. Canelo Alvarez is already going back to what he used to have, the problem of stamina. He had, like I said earlier, 3 rounds. After 3 rounds, already tired. He's tired with Triple G. He's saying after that he's getting tired. But y'all don't see it. I humble my analysis, right? I'm not going to say at the time I was wrong, but I humbled. Demetrius Bivol humbled my analysis, humbled me. But all I know is none of y'all motherfuckers was calling me a fanboy. The saying, I'm watching y'all. I see the comments. I read it like I read morning newspapers. Y'all my morning newspaper, so I read all the comments, and I know each and every one of y'all. I know a lot of y'all that was, oh my God, praising your boy, Mr. Moonshine. Ain't even nobody said that I was on the moonshine when I said that I Canelo Alvarez. Oh shit! When I was saying Canelo Alvarez could beat, it will never lose. Hey yo, people was, hey yo, Punch, yo, can you do a video of that? Hey yo, Punch, they being racist towards Canelo Alvarez and us Latinos and stuff like that. Yo, Punch, you gotta speak on that. Yo, I love yo, Punch, yo, you keep it real for us Latino. I always gonna keep it real and say that's my culture, baby. Latino, ya tú sabes, mi gente. But I break it down unbiased, logically, and objectively. Just like I said, that Hector Luis Garcia was going to get smashed. He was going, that Plateaued was going to turn into a Totones. Did I say that? Did that Plateaued turn into a Totones? And there was people DMing me saying that I'm a sellout. How you not going to support your Dominican brother? I said, hey, yo, man, I support Dominicans. Yo soy dominicano, pero, hey, yo, debate tendible, le va a romper la boca. Le va a romper a ese tipo. He's going to turn Plateaued into Totones. And to the point that he hit him. I no veo nada. No, que yo no veo nada. Referee, I don't see nothing. What happened? Hey, Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, no lo veo. Where's your about 10 Davis? I don't see. I don't get up from the stool. I don't want to fight. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, the voice of the UK, London. Rapstar said, is Punch speaking facts or Fanboy? Well, I'm going to tell you like this, Rapstar, depending who I'm talking about. If I'm talking about Canelo Alvarez, I'm speaking facts. If I'm talking about the Beats Andrade, they say I'm a Fanboy. If I'm talking about Canelo Alvarez, I'm speaking facts. When I'm talking about Charlo, I'm speaking Fanboy. If I'm talking about Canelo Alvarez, I'm talking about David Benavidez. David Benavidez is a fan. I'm speaking Fanboy, and Canelo Alvarez, I'm speaking facts. You feel me? He said, Joe said debate. I debate anybody. I'm the thickest, pause, smoke in the YTBC. But since you're here, I don't know if you're an assistant, Joe Valdez, who avoided Demetrius Andrade in the 160-pound division? Let me see. MFB in the building. Mike from Boston. What's good, Mike? What's good, brother? Why are the people so engaged with not giving? Arturo said, and if you are fanboying, who cares? It's your channel. I'm a fan. I'm fanboy. Charlo. You made me choke on my soda. I get it, Joe Valdez. You want to say Charlo. You want to say Charlo because you probably hate PBC and you support the channels that go after PBC fighters. This Charlo, you channel hop to my channel so you could tell me what your narrative pimp be telling you, and then you come to my channel to preach whatever they preach. So Charlo was the only one, but wasn't Andrade and Canelo Alvarez due for undisputed bout? But it's easy just to say Charlo because in this community, it's easy to go after Charlo. Yeah, I believe that Charlo avoided Demetrius Andrade. But the main guy that avoided Demetrius Andrade in the middleweight division for the undisputed was Canelo Alvarez. Nothing to take away from his greatness. But Canelo Alvarez is the biggest duck, is the biggest ducker to Demis Andrade. Demis Andrade called out Canelo Alvarez in 2014 when he was the WBO champion. And Canelo Alvarez was the second-ranked fighter. And he said, come and fight me. 160, come and fight me. 2014, win 2023. 9 years, almost a decade of Demis Andrade calling Canelo Alvarez out. But anyway, it's all right. It's okay. Triple G ducked the shit out of it. He got the biggest pass, right? He got the biggest pass. But it's all right. I know, stay within your narrative. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. I understand this community and stuff like that. Stay within your narrative. Be a slave. Be a slave. Choke on the narrative. Dive in the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Sleep on the narrative. Wet dream on your narrative that Canelo Alvarez, Charlo, and Triple G didn't avoid Demis Andrade. You could believe that lie you want. You could tell yourself that lie all you want. Look at yourself in the mirror. Canelo never avoided Andrade. Triple G never avoided Andrade. Jamar Charlo never avoided Andrade. I believe it. I believe it. God damn it, I don't believe it. Let me go to another channel to tell me that what I'm saying is right. And let me go to Punch Drunk Boxing and tell him that he's wrong. He's wrong. You know what? It doesn't take away from their from Canelo Alvarez's greatness, but just be real. Let's be real, man. I just hope what's happening to Demis Andrade don't happen to Boo Boo. I'm sorry, Boots. I just hope that what happened to Demis Andrade do not happen to Jaron Boots Ennis. Because sometimes when you got the high skill set of these guys, you don't get the opportunity. Boo Boo Andrade is fighting for a belt that I don't remember was the last time it's been on the line. IBF interim. IBF is supposed to be the strictest belt federation. They dust that shit out from their storage. They found the interim belt, finally, and they give it to Jaron Boots Ennis. Jaron Boots Ennis is in position to get these big fights. Will he get it? Will Jaron Boots Ennis make the Buds and the Earl Spence run to 154 like Demis Andrade make Canelo Alvarez run out of the division? Will Boots Ennis make the best welterweights run to the 154-pound division like Demis Andrade made Canelo Alvarez run, corre, run for his Gump out of the division? Ay. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Yes, brother. Tanquillado, Kobe, tanquillado la gente. Pero yo no sé por qué. Eso no es la verdad. When was the last time? I mean, he beat Daniel Jacob. And then he run to. I know that he never came back to 160. I know that Canelo told us, the whole world, the Canelo fan base, he said that he wants to become undisputed at 160. Huh? Can I read you a couple of things, folks? Just to clarify certain things. Can I read you a couple of things? Hold on, let's read. Let's read. Let's read a little bit. This was 2014. This is 2014. This was Demis Andrade said this. I need some comments that Oscar de la Hoya promoter made to Lara after the fight that there is a line about 10 people deep to fight Canelo and Lara. would have to get to the back of the line. What Oscar failed to mention is that line forms behind me. I am the WBO champion and I am undefeated. As I lock down the rankings, I just defeated my mandatory Brian Rose. And Alvarez is ranked number 2 by the WBO. He will be elevated to the number 1. And I am ready and willing to fight him for my title. I just hope he will be prepared for the beating I will put on him. It's hard to blame Andrade, an outstanding technical boxer with underrated power, for calling Alvarez out. If the fight ever did happen, Andrade would probably give him fits, if not beat him outright. That was Dan Rafael back in the days. Let's forward just a little bit. This will happen in the purse bid. You know what I mean? When the IBF was tampering, no, was about to strip Canelo Alvarez, right? This is after the Daniel Jacob fight. However, the 28-year-old next fight is already scheduled for September 14th, and he might seek an extension from the IBF. Canelo Alvarez might seek an extension from the IBF. Did the extension ever been signed? Anyway, it's really surprising and unfortunate that we didn't get a congratulation letter like we would in the past. Eric Gomes, president of the Golden Boy promotion, said of the IBF. We will be meeting with Canelo in the next week or so to see what he would like to do. By beating Jacobs, Alvarez unified 3 middleweight world titles in February. The fighter told Rafael that his goal in 2018 is to unify all the belts. By beating Jacobs, Alvarez unified 3 middleweight world titles in February. The fighter told Rafael that his goal in 2019 is to unify all the belts in the division. Demetrius owns the 4th belt. Are you with me? Okay. As the Golden Boy request of August 1st. Golden Boy made the request August 1st. August 1st. They fought Daniel Jacobs, Cinco de Mayo. August 1st. You really wanted Demetrius Andrade to become undisputed, huh? Anyway, as the Golden Boy request of August 1st, 2019 for approval to allow Alvarez to unify the title with WBO middleweight champion Demetrius Andrade, or about October 2019, IBU Rule 10F5 does not allow a boxer to request an extension since the IBF has sent out a notice of the date of the purse bid. Peoples wrote, Peoples is IBF president. In this case, the notice was sent out and the purse bid has been postponed. In addition, the boxer who were involved in the purse bid are not permitted to take any intervening bouts. And if the champion does take an intervening bout, he will forfeit the title. Rule 10F6. For the foregoing reasons, the IBF hereby declared the middleweight title vacant. Now, this is where the truth hurts. The IBF has ordered a purse bid for the defense its middleweight title between title holder and the ring champion Canelo Alvarez and mandatory challenger Sergey Derevyanchenko. The sanctioning body announced Tuesday afternoon the purse bid for Alvarez versus Sergey Derevyanchenko is scheduled for July 23rd. So, when was the day the purse bid was ordered? July 23rd. When the purse bid is ordered, that's when Canelo Alvarez or Sergey Derevyanchenko can't fight nobody else, or especially Canelo Alvarez, or he's going to be stripped, or he needs to vacate his title. But you could file an extension before July 23rd, so you could go ahead and fight Demetrius Andrade for the undisputed. But Golden Boy Promotion filed the extension or the request August 1st. Why they didn't sign the extension before July 23rd? Well, how many days did they have? Hold on. I know. I know this gets your narrative pimp, man. Anyway. Daniel Jacobs versus Canelo Alvarez. Just to make sure. Just to make sure. Y'all know. May 4th. What the fuck was Golden Boy and Canelo Alvarez doing from May 4th to July 23rd, ladies and gentlemen? Can anybody in the chat please help your brother, Mr. Moonshine? Because you know sometimes I'm not a sober cat. Can you tell me what the hell was Team Canelo doing from the, let's say the 5th, from the 5th to the 23rd of July? No. Forget about it. Answer me that question. What they did? What they was doing? Vacationing, probably. Orgies all over the place. I don't know. They mandated for them to negotiate with Sergey Derevchenko, but you could sign the extension before the purse bid. So almost 2 months and a half, they were sitting on their ass. They were sitting on their ass. See, because I know when Team Canelo wants something, shit, they get it 2 fights before. See, now, see this what it is. You see, Kobe, how the Canelo Alvarez fanboys don't want to keep it real with the logical Canelo Alvarez fans. Because it hurts them. It's like you have to grab your hand and your arm and drive that shit down their throat para que yo le quite la palabra de ellos so they could be real. What have Canelo Alvarez done? Shout out to Canelo for y'all not to keep it real with yourself. What have Canelo Alvarez done? Did he pay for your student loan? Did he rent? He's paying your rent? Has he given you a down payment on the house? Has he wet willy your butthole? What has Canelo Alvarez done that you do not want to keep it real when the facts is just with your smartphone? What is the point about talking Canelo? The point is that when people say that Demetrius Andrade hasn't fought nobody, it's because the people that we all respect ducked him. That's the reason. Oh, usted tan estúpido today. Huh? Usted no puede ver. Usted está como Hector Luis Garcia ahora. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. Y'all don't see nothing now. Huh? Y'all don't want to see the truth. Yo estoy como Hector Luis Garcia. I'm blind. I don't see nothing. I don't know if Javante Tank Davis hit me, but I don't see it, Punch. I don't see it. You don't see that they avoided the beast 100. I don't see it. Don't you see that Triple G avoided the beast 100? I don't see it. I'm like Hector Luis. I don't know. I don't know, Punch. I don't see it. I plead the fifth. I ain't snitching, Punch. I ain't snitching. Y'all motherfuckers act like this is like 48 hours and shit like that. On the day of before July 22nd, they were supposed to fight an extension. Who ducked Demetrius Andrade? Nobody, man. I don't know nothing, man. Yes, you do know. Yes, you do know. Convict. Huh? If you don't say the truth, you gonna get locked up 25 to life. Give us the name, man. Give us the name. Who ducked Demetrius Andrade to unify titles at 160 and also to become undisputed? I want to speak to my lawyer, man. I want to speak to my lawyer, man. Huh? Really? Really? I don't think you could grab any lawyer. I don't think you could bring Johnny Cochran out the cemetery. You ain't gonna win this, brother. So just hear and write the statement. Motherfuckers in 48 hours be like, all right, man, can I get a sandwich, soda, and I want to call my mom before I make a statement. All right. Motherfuckers are scared. Scared to keep it real. Well, if I throw you a name, you know what I'm saying? Can I make a plea deal if I cut you a name? Depending who the name is. They be like, depending who the name is. Shit. Well, I know what Demise Andrade actually did. Did ducking Jenna Big help? Can I make a plea deal with that? That's garbage now. Oh man, that ain't gonna help you alone. How about if I give you two names? Parker and Jenna Big? Who the fuck are that, man? What they nickel and dime hustlers and shit like that? We don't want no nickel and dime. We want the big names. We don't want no fucking nickel and dime shit, man. Give us a fucking big name, make a statement, or you gonna go 25 to life. All right. But this guy, Jamal Charlo, you know what I'm saying? Jamal Charlo. Mm-hmm. Who else? I mean, Triple G's gonna retire anyway. Fuck that. Triple G. Y'all motherfuckers don't want to snitch. Y'all don't want to snitch. Y'all don't want to snitch. Anyway. Boo Boo must be busting. He said Boo Boo must be busting yours. You're mad Canelo is busting yours. He's busting your mamas right now. And your dad's too. Él está rompiendo el culito a tu papá, Joe Valdez. El culito de tu papá, tu abuela, tu abuelo, tu bisabuela. Le está rompiendo, Canelo le está rompiendo la naga a tu papá. Sin vaselina. A ti te canta la vaselina. Dale la vaselina. Yo, this is what it is, yo. These people get so tight that they turn personal. I'm telling you, I was the man. Hey, yo, Kobe, you know that, right? Rapstar know it too. Oh shit! When I'm watch how I'm gonna switch it up right now. Watch how I switch it up. This is how I change the energy in the YTBC. Canelo Alvarez will be anybody. Canelo Alvarez is the man. Canelo Alvarez can do whatever you want to do. All these guys ain't shit. All these guys ain't doing nothing for no Canelo Alvarez fight. None of them do nothing. Canelo Alvarez could pick anybody. Makabu, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, KSI, anybody. Paul Abdul, Tito Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez is the man. They haven't done nothing. John Ryder, Cinco de Mayo, bro. At least John Ryder beat Parker to get the fight with Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez the truth. Canelo Alvarez don't got to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? If Canelo Alvarez don't want to fight, if Canelo Alvarez don't want to face other Mexican fighters, he don't got to face nobody. If Canelo Alvarez don't want to face no Mexican fighters on him, he has the right to do that. You know what I'm saying? He has the right. Demise Andrade, David Benavidez, Jamal Charlo altogether hasn't done that. They don't deserve the fight. The only one that deserved the fight is Canelo Alvarez versus Bivol to get to avenge his fight back, and John Ryder because he beat the notorious and the elite fighter of Zach Parker. And if Demise Andrade wanted to fight Canelo Alvarez, then he would have beat Zach Parker. Come on, man. Easy. Ain't nobody. Canelo Alvarez ain't never ducked nobody, man. He don't duck Canelo Alvarez never ducked the fly. Even when a fly is coming straight to his forehead, Canelo Alvarez just stays still. He'd be like, hit me, fly. Because Canelo Alvarez is just the truth. Canelo don't need to fight nobody. Canelo Alvarez beat Russian, Americans, Africans, Ecuadorians, everybody. He beat anybody in the world, man. He beat Asians, Russians, everybody. Canelo Alvarez don't got to do nothing. Eddie Reynoso is the best trainer in boxing. It don't matter that people believe in Eddie Reynoso. It's because they not willing to do what Eddie Reynoso did for Canelo Alvarez. Everybody needs Eddie Reynoso. Everybody needs whatever Canelo Alvarez does. They need his trainer. They need his strength and conditioning coach. They need the meat. They need everything that Canelo Alvarez does. They need it because Canelo Alvarez is the bar. Matter of fact, Canelo Alvarez will beat Dimitri Bivol in the rematch. As a matter of fact, I predicted that Canelo Alvarez Knocks out Dimitri Bivol in the rematch. That's how good Canelo Alvarez is because he's great. Canelo Alvarez will wipe the floor on Dimitri Bivol in the rematch. Come on, man. Y'all know that he was hurting. You know his hand wasn't all that. Y'all know that. Y'all know that he's, you know what I'm saying? That, I mean, he was short during the Dimitri Bivol fight, but the next fight, he's going to be wearing platform shoes. And then he's going to be like a little inch taller. And you're going to see Canelo Alvarez going to be doing this thing. Watch. Why? The cartel going to put pressure on Dimitri Bivol and stuff like that. You already going to know. He going to drain him, and we're going to get him. Right, Sanchez? Canelo is number one. Canelo is the best. Canelo will beat them all. Canelo will beat Bivol, Beterbiev, go up, be the cruiserweight champion, be the bridgerweight champion, then fight the winner of Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. And I think Tyson Fury versus Canelo Alvarez is actually maybe a 50-50 fight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, and it doesn't matter about the height because Mike Tyson used to be short and shit like that. And you know that Canelo Alvarez got the chin where he could go up in weight. You know what I'm saying? He could go up to super heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Because his chin, his neck is larger than Mike Tyson's back in the day. Hey, yo, I'm talking like that. You know what kind of these fanboys, these Canelo Alvarez fanboys, when I talk like that, they be like that. Haciendo la paja while I'm saying the Diablo punch. You the truth. Say it again, Canelo Alvarez the battle. Say it again that he beat them all. Say it, punch. Say it. Say it that Canelo Alvarez le rompe la boca todito. Say it, punch. He's the man, Canelo. Say it, punch. ¡Está viniendo! ¡Está viniendo! Oh shit. That's how the fanboys be at when I'm talking good about Canelo Alvarez. That's how they be. Canelo Alvarez will beat Dimitri Bivol. Say it, punch. Say it. Hey, yo, the Canelo Alvarez will beat Charlo, Benavidez, and the Andrade on the same night. Say it, punch. The Diablo también. Say it. Tira otro más. Hey, yo, the Canelo Alvarez beat Beterbiev too. Ay, dilo otra vez. Y más como es africano. Dilo. Y también con Alessandro Usyk. ¡Ay, también! You know, sometimes I turn them off, and I turn them off for the demonstration. So they be like this. Hey, yo, Canelo Alvarez gonna be this. And Canelo Alvarez gonna be Charlo. And Canelo Alvarez gonna be Triple G in the trilogy. And Canelo Alvarez gonna be David Benavidez. And Canelo Alvarez gonna lose to the Beats Andrade. Oh, Diablo, yeah, punch, you turn me off, man. Damn, Diablo, pipi, yeah, shrunk. That's it. I don't even got any erection anymore. I turn motherfuckers off. I turn motherfuckers off. Ay, 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 man, Mr. Woo shouted out over the sazón que el borracho lo pastó de boxeo. But anyway, Jaron Boots Ennis fought very, very good. And I spoke to Boozy Ennis, his dad, after the fight. And we was out there outside the hotel, and I said, and he was saying, no, the elevator came down, and he was like, hey, yo, so yeah, boom. You know what? That guy was that guy was running and stuff like that. He didn't come to win, but we needed that. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually excited to go back to the gym. You know what I'm saying? And work on some things. So Boozy Ennis, shout out to Boozy Ennis. He liked that his son went through that experience. He could take out a lot from that experience and go back into the drawing board. Because I know Jaron Boots Ennis is young. Jaron Boots Ennis said that he's right back. I think he went back to the gym today. So, but why is it all the time? Like, I understand that a lot of people don't like the hype, right? You want these fighters to prove themselves. It's one thing about that you want fighters to prove themselves. I actually think that y'all fighters want fighters to prove y'all wrong. because y'all don't believe in these fighters. You waiting on downfalls. You waiting on that for him to go a whole 12, a whole 10. So y'all could say he's not a power hitter. So y'all could talk about being exposed. How you exposed when you won basically almost every round? How you exposed? Exposed to what? Exposed to what? How you exposed when you won every round? How? That the guy was moving around? Cool. Everybody knows in boxing. Those are the hardest people to actually beat. Casimero beat Rigondeaux. He couldn't cut off the ring, right? But he beat him. But who was running with Rigondeaux wanted to win versus Casimero? Did Karen Choo Choo Train wanted to win versus Jaron Boots Ennis? Did Sando Martin wanted to win versus Teofimo Lopez? Why is fans now acting like these are the winners? You giving too much credit to these guys. Yo, like you notice that the successful boxers are those really outside of America? Outside of Javante Tank Davis, but Javante Tank Davis is going on another route. Javante Tank Davis is going on the casual route because he knows y'all motherfuckers don't really, y'all all gonna talk shit about him. See, those people that was out there in Washington, D.C., most of these people, social media, they just like that he's just a hip-hop within the hip-hop culture. They just want to see Javante Tank Davis entertain them. They don't care who he's fighting. But in the hardcore boxing world, oh man, we hate on everything. Anybody that was in Washington, D.C., half of the people in there was ladies. It don't matter. It don't matter. Allegedly, if Javante Davis done these things to these baby mamas, we already saw what happened the first time, but these chicks don't care. His fans don't care. He's still gonna pack the place. Y'all waiting on Javante Tank Davis' downfall. Instead of being a hardcore boxing fan and wish that he brings all these eyeballs to the sport of boxing, and we hold them high like the UK fans do to Anthony Joshua, like the UK fan does for Tyson Fury, like the Mexican fans does for Canelo Alvarez, like the Ukraine fan does for Vasily Lomachenko and Alexander Usyk, like the Japanese fans does for Inoue, because these guys in their country, they're almost kings. But in America, we can't pray. We can't wait for the downfall. That's why Tim Smith from PBC would say that we will rob the fight. That Bud Crawford or Earl Spence, that we will rob the fight. That's why these guys are successful. That's why these guys get the opportunity. Because look, even Derek Chisora is loved. If Derek Chisora was an American, with what, 14, 13 losses? Man, he would have been in the garbage after his third loss. Probably second loss when it comes to American boxing. You telling me that all you saw versus Jaron Boots Ennis versus Karen Choo Choo Train, that all you saw was for you to critique him? Not critique him, because anybody could be critiqued. For you to say that he got exposed, that he's a hype job, that's what you got out of that? The performance, Demetrius Andrade fighting in the 168-pound division for the first time after 14-month layoff, washed Demond Nicholson. And what you want to talk to me about is, I think Demond Nicholson in the fourth round actually knocked him down. I don't know. He knocked him down. That's what you're talking about. That's the highlight? Really? You telling me that the performance of Canelo versus Bivol and the performance of Triple G, you think that Canelo Alvarez look unbeatable versus Demetrius Andrade, David Benavidez? Do you think so? Even Jamal Charlo? Stop it. Stop it. When Canelo Alvarez is looking invincible, I will tell you he look invincible. When Canelo Alvarez don't look invincible, I'll be the one to tell you that he don't look invincible. I break it down unbiased, logically, and objectively. That's what's wrong with people in this community. Y'all don't want unbiased talk. Y'all want sucking dick talk. Y'all want sucking the diggling talk. Y'all want people to pick a corner. Y'all so used to boxing channels picking just one guy and just talking shit and talking crap about everybody else. See, I could critique and praise Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. Some of these channels, Bud Crawford, F Earl Spence. F Bud Crawford, love Earl Spence. Love Canelo, F anybody that's attached to Canelo Alvarez as a possible opponent. Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury. See, I could pick Deontay Wilder and praise Tyson Fury. Critique Deontay Wilder, critique Tyson Fury. I've done it all in 1 week. I'll critique Earl Spence, praise Earl Spence. Critique Bud Crawford, praise Bud Crawford. Man, it's both of these guys' fault. Damn, is it his fault because he won a moment? Is it his fault that he didn't get the guaranteed deal? Is it his fault that he didn't go and go to BLK, that he said he's a free agent, he's a boss? We could hold these guys accountable. In the end of the day, we can't take away from the skills and talent. I said this 2 years ago. I said that the hate at when Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis gets to this level, and I'm going to say it like this. If Virgil Ortiz go the distance with Stylistic, yo, I don't know if Virgil Ortiz could be Boots. I don't know if Virgil. You're just as good as your last fight. That's not true. You're not just good as your last fight. You're just as good as your last preparation, maybe. You're not just as good as your last fight. That's cliche. That's a myth. And I understand this community. I understand which channels. I don't know all the boxing content creators, but I understand certain channels spin this. And I understand y'all want to come over here to spin what these other channels spin to y'all. Y'all could stay over there. Because if I have not convinced you in certain things with facts, you don't want facts. You want me to massage your feelings. You want me to massage your ego. I'm here for the sport of boxing. I'm here to preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. They put their life on the line for pure entertainment. I'm not here to preserve one fighter, your favorite fighter. I'm not here. I don't give a damn if nobody talks good about the Andrade. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna speak what's good about him. I'm gonna keep it real. Did he void Jenna Beck? Hell yeah. Did he void Zach Parker? Hell yeah. Am I happy about it? Hell yeah. Fuck them motherfuckers. That's how I feel. He wasn't gonna get shit out of them. So I don't give a damn. But I know that he was gonna get shit and his legacy was gonna be built if he would have fought Triple G, if he would have fought Charlo, if he would have fought Canelo Alvarez, and if he would have beat them. Then you enhance his legacy. Then wouldn't we be talking about that he hasn't fought nobody? But y'all just want to be like, he hasn't fought nobody, but y'all don't want to say in the same sentence, these guys avoided him. We did not get unification bouts because of these guys. We didn't get the unification bout with Charlo and Andrade because of Charlo. We didn't get the unification bout with Triple G versus the Andrade because of Triple G. We did not get the undisputed middleweight title fight because of Canelo. Y'all don't want to say that in the same sentence, but y'all can actually be like, he ain't fight nobody. He ain't fight nobody. Come on. Get the opportunity. If you want to have kids, but your shorty say wear a condom and shit like that. Yeah, you coming, but the shit ain't coming in her. She ain't give you the opportunity for you to have kids with her. As soon as she be like, quítate eso, mi amor, vamos a ser una familia. Now she's giving you the opportunity to build your legacy. You get it? You like it como te lo poní? If you are hitting your girl con el cordón and you ain't trying to be slick, dick, trying to crack the el cordón so then it could break and then you come in her. I'm not talking to you, usted son malo. If you with your girl and your girl, I'm gonna break it down in layman's terms. I'm gonna translate boxing into life itself. So, para que usted entienda, if you with your girl and she's telling you, usa el cordón, use the condom. No, I don't want to have kids and stuff like that. Yeah, you got the opportunity to ping, ping, but you don't have the opportunity to build your legacy. Pero cuando ella dijo, mira, mi amor, quítate esa vaina and come inside of me, baby. Ahí mimito. You could build your legacy. Now these motherfuckers ain't give no opportunity, pause, to fight, to build not even their own legacy. Boots need to fight Ortiz before Spence. I didn't see Boots land a punch. T.O. fighting how he wants to fight, but still. And then the best fighters in America that's all hated. Yo, all year I said I'm going to be talking about the business of boxing. I'm going to be talking about how the casuals, the hardcores have become the new casuals. I've said, and I look, matter of fact, that was the beginning of last year. That was January, y'all. We in January of 2023, and I started the year by saying, who is the poster boy of American boxing? Throughout the whole year of 2022, nobody could answer that. You know why? Because we all haters. We hate on Teofimo Lopez. We hate on Devin Haney. We hate on Shakur Stevenson. We hate on Ryan Garcia. We hate on Javante Tan Davis. We hate on Deontay Wilder. We hate we hate on our middleweight champion. We don't even put our undisputed champion, not even ESPN, don't even put our undisputed champion a pound for pound list in 154 in Jamel Charlo. Y'all say Keith Thurman is done. He's washed up. He's losing to everybody, and his only loss was a split decision versus Manny Pacquiao. Y'all say that Bud Crawford got the weakest undisputed run. Americans just hate their fighters, and then we wonder why. Americans hate their fighters. You don't build them up, you don't preserve them. But then when the pay-per-view numbers come out and it's like 200-300, you'll be like, look how the pay-per-view numbers came down. Danny Medina, dímelo, mi hermano. There's channels out here, I've been saying it all year, this past year. They shit on, yo, look at this PBC. You know, yo, look at this. Look at the pay-per-view. Yo, look at this. Who they fighting? Yo, it's a bunch of showcases. Who is Javante Tan Davis fighting? Who is Rashidi Ellis fighting? Who is Boots fighting? Who is Boo Boo fighting? Who's these guys fighting? Yet the same channel that talks shit about the PBC and pay-per-view is doing live shows. It's talking about the fight. It's talking about each fight. It's talking about what happened in the pay-per-view event when they were shitting on the pay-per-view end leading up to the pay-per-view end. What kind of fake mother efforts we got in this community, and y'all support the fake mother efforts? How can you support somebody that be like, I ain't watching that, I ain't paying for it, this ain't ish, this is nothing. But then here comes fight night, they go live, they drop videos, they get the support, they get their super chat, they capitalize off PBC's back, they capitalize off the blood, sweat, and tears of these fighters, which they say don't go and watch them. That's some fake ish, don't you think? Demon boxing comeback films. Isn't that some fake-ish? That's like me shitting on you and then asking you for money. That's like me shitting on you and then and then because of you, I earn a living. Isn't that some fake-ish? Isn't that some fake shit? I understand maybe it's more entertaining to come to YouTube and shit on fighters. Is that what it is? Should I do a poll? Is it entertaining just to shit on fighters? That's what it is. It's not really. I don't want to talk about boxing. Y'all want to talk about he ain't fighting him, he ducking him, yo, he's scared, yo, he afraid. That's the content that I want to hear. Let's be honest. I've been in this community quite. I know how it is. I know how it is. Look at my content. I'm giving y'all recycled content. High low, dímelo. If it's moonshine, it gotta be great, better than Frosted Flakes. Dímelo, high low. Que lo que, mi hermano. Gracias por el super chati. He said Andre's fight at Chuck E. Cheese. See, y'all don't want to talk about boxing. So I give you this content. Y'all don't want to talk about it. Y'all don't want to talk real. I don't want to talk real. What's good? What's good? Why y'all don't want to talk real? Like, y'all really gonna come to my channel? Y'all want to justify Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder? Really? Who wants to see John Ryder versus Canelo Alvarez? I want to see. I want to see the fakeness right now. Who wants to see John Ryder versus Canelo Alvarez? With all the names that's available. Come on, lie to me. Who wants to see Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder? Jamal Charlo's available. Andrade is available for Cinco de Mayo. Bavor is available Cinco de Mayo. He said John Ryder's. Man, who wants to see John Ryder versus Canelo Alvarez, man? Huh? He said, at this point, I just want to see Canelo prove the doubters wrong. That's ain't much to ask for. Meaning you want to see the Bavor rematch. Who been calling for? Who wants to see John Ryder versus Canelo Alvarez Cinco de Mayo? And tell me y'all more interested in that fight than any other these fights that we just mentioned. No one, but it's a tune-up. A tune-up for who? A tune-up for what? A tune-up for what? For who? A tune-up for what? I mean, look, a tune-up, get your Charlo. If they shitty, get a Charlo fight. Get a Demetrius Andrade fight. You know what I'm saying? Those are easy fights, right? Those are tune-up. Y'all don't respect these guys, so they must be some type of tune-up. Think about it. Look at Dimitri Bivol's skills. He got a nice jab, got a nice 1-2. Wouldn't Jamal Charlo be the tune-up for Canelo Alvarez to prepare for Dimitri Bivol in September? Kev in the building. What's good? They don't want that. They don't want Boo Boo to fight Canelo because they know that Boo Boo could outbox Canelo. That's why. John Ryder earned it versus Daniel Jacobs. Yeah, and Demetrius Andrade have earned it since 2014, being the WBO champion 154, being in place to get the undisputed in 160. Come on, he's been John Ryder came out of nowhere, bro. He got to sit in the back of the bus. And we're talking about undefeated champions at that too. Nobody want to come on. Let's be real. Y'all want to see John Ryder versus Canelo Alvarez Cinco de Mayo, or is it Canelo Alvarez versus the terrible fight on Demetrius Andrade and the back and forth that's gonna happen leading up to the fight, or Canelo Alvarez versus Jamal Charlo? Canelo Alvarez, Dimitri Bivol, yeah, for 106 in 175, not 160, 175. Y'all don't want to keep it real. Y'all could come at me personal all y'all want. Y'all just don't want to keep it real. Hey, yo, Ryder the Storm, salute punch. Hope all is well. Boo Boo had a fair performance on Saturday, but nothing for fight fans to start screaming We want Boo Boo versus Canelo. Boots had a good fight. He needs more fights like that. Boo Boo was good. Thank you, Ryder the Storm, my brother. Boo Boo won every round. Knocked down his opponent 2 or 3 times. Come on, like it's Ryder the Storm. It's not that the fans don't want to see it because they know what he could do to Canelo Alvarez. They know what he could do. They know what he could do. There's gonna be an excuse. Look, Ryder the Storm. He knocked out Jason Quigley in the second round, and nobody and remember, he was a terrible fighter. Come on, Ryder the Storm. He knocked the dude out. He goes a whole 12, never lose a round. In 2 fights, Demetrius Andrade have not lost a round. In 3 fights, Liam Williams, in 2 of the scorecards, 118, 110. That means in 3 fights, Demetrius Andrade probably lost 2 rounds in 3 fights. What more can this guy do? Ryder the Storm, my brother. What more? Shutout performance, knockout performance, breaking the jaw of Jason Quigley. What do the guys want? Tell us. Tell us. Thanks for the Boo Boo interview because I missed it and he's the boss. Good looking now, MCAT. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You know why nobody want to talk about that? You know why a lot of people don't want to talk about that interview and he was saying a lot of. He said a lot. That was one of the best interviews I've had. Lengthy, a lot of information, a lot of content from why he signed with Showtime, his prediction, Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, everything that transpired him from 154. Everything is in that. But you know why they don't want to talk about that? Because it's attached to Punch Run Boxing, one of the most hated, notoriously hated boxing content creator around. That's what they don't want to talk about, because if they talk about that interview, they're going to have to talk about where that interview came from. He said no longer a sub. Peace. No longer a sub. I got you right here. Matter of fact, so you will never come back. I got you right here. Stay, so you will never come back. Hold on. High, low. D-Man low. Say Mr. Moonshine, the keeper of objectivity in boxing. What's good? What's good? Gracias, gracias. High, low. Mira. Hey, yo, stay, man. He said no longer sub for you forever not to come back. For you to ever not come back. I'll do you a favor. I'm going to do something I usually don't do. I got you right here, boss. I got you right here. I got you right here. I'll block you. You will never have to come here ever again. You will never have a say so ever again. Just in case if you have your change of mind, because if I have a content and I'm speaking great about Canelo Alvarez, you'll come back like a bitch. You'll come back. You'll come back to me. You'll come back to me. Get the fuck out of here, you unloyal crackhead. The fuck out of here. I rock with my loyal with my loyal supporters. Y'all just sub. Y'all motherfuckers, some of y'all motherfuckers just sub to me because I said one content about your favorite fight and y'all like. Y'all not in it for boxing. Y'all in it for me to massage your feelings. Get the fuck out of here. You don't fuck about y'all unloyal fools. Danny Marina! Fuck these haters. Pero pinches son the best. Díselo así mismito, que se vayan de aquí. Que se limpia la nalga, eso sucio, viejo. Get the fuck out of here, man. Así mismito. Good looking now, Danny. He said, yo, Epoxy Magic in the building. What's good? He said, yo, Punch is Boo Boo versus Canelo possible this year? I feel like I feel it should be. But I don't know if Canelo Alvarez is still signed to the zone. I don't know what his deal is. It should be no more deal. I think he's a free agent. I remember Eddie Reynoso said leading up to the Bivol fight that they will go back to the PBC deal that they had on the table and work out a deal after the Triple G or whatever fight. So, look, Demetrius Andrade is available for Cinco de Mayo. But Demetrius Andrade won Jamal Charlo. He ain't chasing Canelo Alvarez. I'm just saying that Canelo Alvarez could get Demetrius Andrade. Canelo Alvarez could get Jamal Charlo and stuff like that. It's right there for the taking, Cinco de Mayo. You know what I'm saying? I won't be surprised if he does go, because now, let's say Charlo hasn't fought since Juneteenth. But I want Demetrius Andrade and Charlo as well. That's one of the most anticipated fights, one of the most marinated fight in the sport of boxing. But I think it's highly possible. Does Canelo Alvarez want that? Does Canelo Alvarez want that? That's the question. He's a boss. He could do whatever he could. Canelo Alvarez could do whatever he want to do. Whoever Canelo Alvarez fights is because he wants that fight. But Jaron Boots Ennis is getting all this slack. I mean, all this criticism because he won almost every round. But he wouldn't be criticized in how his performance was and then criticized like if he's ready for Earl Spence. In reality, Boots should have been fighting Earl Spence this past weekend. That was supposed to be the fight. That was supposed to be the fight. We wouldn't be talking about Karen Choo Choo Train. We wouldn't be talking about how did he look leading up to the fight. I mean, not leading up to the fight, but how he looked during that fight. That he did not exceed the expectations because we expect a lot from Boots Ennis now, especially with a name that we're not familiar with Karen Choo Choo Train. Some of these fighters, they want their opportunity. Some of these fighters don't get up for this competition. That's it. Jaron Boots Ennis is right there knocking on the door, and he can't get the opportunity. I just want y'all to know that in boxing, a lot is about opportunities. Hector Luis Garcia had the opportunity to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, but do you know who worked to get in the position to get that opportunity in the WBA as the number one challenger? Really? It was Michel Rivera. Michel Rivera was in the WBA and he was working his way for that opportunity to get Gervonta Tank Davis. You know who he got? Frank Martin, and then he lost. Hector Luis Garcia did not work to get the opportunity to get the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, and that's what happens. We're knocking the guys that fought to get the opportunity, got in there, and then you give everybody a pass. Dímelo. Danny said, Choo Choo Train and Sandal Martin saying BS. Of course. And then these guys, I want to know if y'all want to see, if y'all can't wait to see Karen Choo Choo Train again. Ain't nobody, hey yo, Danny, ain't nobody talking about Sandal Martin. Ain't nobody saying, yo, I want to see Sandor versus Regis Prograis. I want to see Sander versus Josh Taylor. That was just a shame, Teofimo Lopez. Just like Karen Choo Choo Train. It's just a shame, Jaron Boots Ennis. So what now? Y'all trying to say that Jaron Boots Ennis is not ready for Earl Spence? Is that not that's the narrative? He's not ready for Bud. Is that the narrative now? You think that Jaron Boots Ennis won't do to Dave Avanesian like Bud did? You think that Boots won't beat Ugas like Earl Spence did? You think that Boots won't beat Mikey Garcia? Exactly, Danny Medina. They're more than ready. Certain fighters, they're more than ready. He said Canelo is fighting Bivol September at 168. I don't like that 168. I don't like that 168 shit. You telling a guy that never fought at 168 in his professional level to come down after beating Canelo Alvarez, and I have to drain myself to get this fight. And I said it in the video, ladies and gentlemen. Let me clarify what I said in the video because I know the sport of boxing in and out. In boxing, they get vulnerable fighters. They get fighters to be in a vulnerable state of mind so they can make decisions. Do you think that Dimitri Bivol wants to fight Canelo Alvarez at 168? He don't want to fight that. We all know, and we all see in interviews that his energy is with Beterbiev to become a light heavyweight champion versus a pound-for-pound undefeated champion in Beterbiev, and probably regarded as the most dangerous fighter in boxing. Beating Bivol, Bivol beating Beterbiev and is a greater win than him beating Canelo Alvarez. But since the fanboys rather see Canelo get his licks back, drain Bivol that never fought 168, y'all think is a good fight. Y'all support that. I support the fight, but I support Canelo Alvarez to go back to 175 where he won his world title and not to drain Bivol because you got the power to do so. No. And I said this in the video. Dímelo, high low, said Mr. Moonshine, the narrative slayer. Lo mato todito. Gracias, high low, with a super chat. Kev said, I'm only cool with Bivol going to 168 after he fights Beterbiev. That could, hey, yo, Kev, that could be understandable as well. I don't look. I'm Canelo Alvarez power is a blessing. Canelo Alvarez power is a blessing. He gives opportunity to the fighters that probably just like Javante Davis could give an opportunity to Hector Luis Garcia, just like Deontay Wilder could give opportunity to Rob Herlanius. You got the power to give opportunity and to have your own card and to request fighters to fight on the undercards so they can make some money. That's cool, right? That's cool. But when your power also tampers with potential great matchups within these divisions that you could campaign in, or these fighters that could come one up and fight you, I don't want Canelo Alvarez's power to also hinder other great matchups. I don't want Canelo Alvarez's power to take away the Bivol versus Beterbiev because Canelo Alvarez's power and his money is wanted by Bivol's camp. The greedy hands in the cookie jar wants Bivol to go to 168 because of the money in Canelo Alvarez and their percentage fee. That is not a smart move by Bivol to drain himself to a weight class he never been to fight the best 168 champion in Canelo Alvarez. That's a straight up weight bully. Or dangerously trying to come down and then you look like a Kell Brook. You look like a Roy Jones Jr. Bivol don't want that fight. Eddie Hearn may want that fight. DAZN may want that fight. For this, it don't matter how Bivol is going to feel. We don't know how. You could be almost half dead trying to come to the 168. Bivol first fight was 170, 179, 180. That was his first fight. And leading, he don't got a lot of fights, so he's been fighting in 178, 179, 177, 100, blah, 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 blah. That's not a good fight. If Canelo Alvarez want that, I'm not saying he said that, but if Canelo Alvarez want that, then he's on a power trip. And his power trip is going to affect other fights that we want. And I'm not saying everything, I'm not saying that it's Canelo Alvarez's fault. It's the business handlers of these potential, if your fighter, let's say these managers and your client, your fighters is in position to get a Canelo Alvarez fight, you're not going to put your clients up against stiff competition because you're just looking for the potential Canelo Alvarez. His power is good. Canelo Alvarez's power is good for Canelo, but Canelo Alvarez's power is affecting a lot. And it's keeping us to see these potential matchups. Think about it. And I said this one time. Canelo Alvarez had the PBC deal with Jamon Charlo and David Benavidez. But remember, Jamon Charlo was and David Benavidez was talking shit to each other, and they wanted to fight. But if Canelo Alvarez says, "Oh shit, I might think about going to PBC," so now they got a package deal. They won't put a Charlo versus David Benavidez, because they got a package deal for Canelo Alvarez to fight Jamon Charlo and David Benavidez, so they wouldn't F up the bag. So Canelo Alvarez's power is also not great overall for boxing. For Canelo Alvarez, good, but not all the time. It's good for the opportunity, but it's not good all the time. If you understand what I'm trying to say. We want Bivol versus Beterbiev, and Canelo Alvarez should not take. If Canelo Alvarez said that he dared to be great, but he's a small guy, then stay where you need to stay in 168. See, that's what I mean. If Canelo Alvarez would have never told me that excuse, because after the fight, during the week, I said, Canelo Alvarez, go back and say, forget about Triple G, get Bivol. But if Canelo Alvarez telling me and telling us that he's small, that he tried and stuff like that, that he dared to be great, but he see the size different, the team see the size different, then stay your ass at 168. You don't belong at 175 and fight the best at 168. David Benavidez. If Jamal Charlo want to move up, or fight Demetrius Andrade, because these are the names that's been linked to you for almost a decade. I want to see that. Plan going to outbox David Benavidez. This Bivol wanted to fight 168 for undisputed. If he win, then go to 175 for undisputed. And then what? Then he leaves that 168 and then it's on ambiguity that he fucks up the David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. He fucks up that steam. Nah, man. I want David Benavidez to get the opportunity to fight for 168 undisputed. He's been in that position. He deserves that. He deserves that. Bivol don't deserve to get an opportunity to become an undisputed 168. No, David Benavidez deserves that opportunity. David Benavidez deserves that opportunity. I don't want Canelo Alvarez power to take away from everybody else's opportunity when they work in the precision to get that opportunity. That's what I'm saying. David Benavidez deserves that. Demon Stefan. Bivol, do not let your business handlers F your legacy and F what you really want to do. Bivol wants Beterbiev. His business handlers is trying to take advantage of Bivol, shrink him, drain him, and try to lock down the Canelo Alvarez fight by any means necessary for their percentage fee. But everybody knows in the sport of boxing that for Dimitri Bivol, who never fought in 168, it's a big jump from 175 to 168 to make. Nah, man. Nah. This is for the greedy hands in a cookie jar. Has nothing to do really with Bivol. And Bivol has to answer these questions because these questions are delivered to these media platforms. And we know who's behind the boxing socials and the IFLs. Ain't nobody talking about 168 undisputed Bivol. Ain't nobody talking about that. They trying to talk about that. They trying to make this a narrative. They trying to push Bivol to make this type of decision, a vulnerable decision, and give him the type of money that he won't turn down. Because that's what's happening in boxing. They give you the type of money that you won't turn down. In boxing, the business handlers has a science to make a fighter feel vulnerable enough to make stupid decisions. Was it a smart decision for Kell Brook to go fight Triple G? But hey, if you're going to give me $5 million, $4 to $5 million, man, money I never seen. Shit, why not? Why you think that Chris Eubank Sr. didn't want his son to fight Conor Benn in the catchweight? They know the dangerous of Bivol coming down that much, but they don't care. Because if they get the Canelo fight, they get their money. And think about it. If Canelo Alvarez fights Bivol and Bivol asks for, let's say, he should get more than Plant. So he probably should get $15 million to fight Canelo Alvarez. How much is the percentage for his business handlers? And that's what they want. A Beterbiev versus Bivol, is it a lot of money? So even Bivol's business handlers will rather him fight the rematch with Canelo Alvarez than Beterbiev. They don't care about Bivol's wishes. They rather have him fight Canelo Alvarez so they could get paid. Was Mikey Garcia versus Earl Truth Spence smart for Mikey Garcia? Look what happened. 2 fights, done. Kell Brook, done. You get these fighters, they're prize fighters. So you put money on the table, they be like, yeah, but sometimes all money ain't good money. And that 168 for Bivol versus Canelo Alvarez, all money ain't good money. If Canelo Alvarez wants Dimitri Bivol, I support it at a 175. Canelo Alvarez, you've been a champion. He's been a champion when he fought Sergey Kovalev, and we never talked about his size. We said that was a great win. 3-division world champion. So don't tell me when he loses to Bivol, it's all about sizes. Nah, I don't want to hear that, because when we praise Canelo out, we got to keep that same energy. You want Dimitri Bivol, you want that get back, you go to 175 and you fight Bivol at 175. Boots Ennis, great learning experience. Good. You sometimes for him, he needs that. Now he knows with his stamina, he fought a guy that moves around. And this is what I hate. This is what I hate. And I was talking about this when we were talking about Team from Lopez and Sando Martin. Oh, yo, Boots Ennis is not ready for Earl Spence. Boots Ennis is not ready for Bud Crawford. You think that Earl Spence fights like Karen Choo Choo Train? You trying to analyze Boots Ennis versus Karen Choo Choo Train like you would analyze Boots Ennis versus Earl Spence. Earl Spence is going to come at Boots. And Boots is going to have, he's not going to be chasing no Earl Spence, because Earl Spence don't fight like that. He don't fight off the back foot. He don't move like Karen Choo Choo Train. Bud Crawford don't fight like Karen Choo Choo Train. He got some legs. But he's also an offensive fighter. Keith Thurman got some legs. He's good with the back foot and stuff like that. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, that could prepare him good for the Keith Thurmans of the world and shit like that, or Bud Crawford of the world. But don't tell me because you seen the Karen Choo Choo Train and you trying to analyze, oh shit, Earl Spence is not ready for styles make fights. Earl Spence is not going to fight like Karen Choo Choo Train, just like Sando Martin is not going to be fighting like Regis Prograis. Sando Martin is not going to doesn't fight like John Cena don't fight like Sando Martin. Regis Prograis don't fight like Sando Martin. So don't analyze these guys that be running around and feel like, oh shit, you see, these guys get exposed. They can't cut the ring off. It's going to be hard to fight guys like that. Nah, bro. Style make fights. That's like saying, well, you see, Gervonta Tank Davis had trouble with Pitbull Cruz. He's going to have trouble with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia don't fight like Pitbull Cruz. Devin Haney don't fight like Pitbull Cruz. Shakur Stevenson don't fight like Pitbull Cruz. It's going to be a different fight. Every fight is a different fight. Y'all be analyzing shit too emotionally. Boots Ennis could have a field day with a guy that's coming forward like Earl Spence too. And Earl Spence could actually pin Jaron Boots Ennis. He gonna have some pressure that he never felt before. It go either way. But Jaron Boots Ennis got all the skills and talent. Jaron Boots Ennis got probably got the heaviest bag in the sport of boxing. Boots Ennis, in terms of technique and skill set, Boots Ennis, Demetrius Andrade, Lomachenko, Alexander Usyk, Inoue, fighters like that. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson. These guys probably got the most heaviest bag in boxing. Heaviest bag. Meaning, I don't see nobody outboxing them. I don't see nobody. But now, when we talk beating them, TKO, knockout, could happen. But ain't nobody outboxing Boots. Ain't nobody outboxing. I'm not going to say, well, I feel like Earl Spence could outslug Boots. I don't think that Earl Spence could outbox Boots. He could make it a fight, and let's see if Boots Ennis could get into a fight. Because Earl Spence is going to make it a fight. And he got punch resistant. But I don't see nobody outboxing Demetrius Andrade. I don't see nobody outboxing Aoya Inoue, and Stephen Fulton's going to give him a run for his money. That's going to be a good fight. And Stephen Fulton is up there as well in terms of skill set. He can fight an inside, outside, intellect, decent power. Shakur Stevenson, I don't see nobody outboxing. Alexander Usyk, we could see Tyson Fury maybe, but shit, he's fucking 270 pounds, 6'9". But anybody closer to Alexander Usyk's side, I don't see them outboxing. You could stop them. I don't see nobody outboxing. Demetrius Andrade will outbox Canelo Alvarez. He has the skill set. He got more skills in the bag than Canelo Alvarez. Yes, those are the facts. If you go skill for skill, y'all know what it is. If I've seen enough, I'm sure 100%. Demetrius Andrade outboxes Canelo Alvarez. You let me know. We go technique for technique. You let me know how Canelo Alvarez outboxes Demetrius Andrade, because nobody's telling me that. Nobody could tell me that. You'd be lying straight out your teeth, straight out the screen. Could Canelo Alvarez, look, even Demetrius Andrade said it. Demetrius Andrade said it's a 50-50 fight. Could Canelo Alvarez hurt Demetrius Andrade? I think he's highly capable of hurting Demetrius Andrade. I think Demetrius Andrade, I think if somebody hurt somebody, now we know that Canelo Alvarez got the biggest chin in boxing. But I think that Demetrius Andrade is the hardest puzzle to figure out. Shakur Stevenson is one of the hardest puzzle to figure out. Yep. Says Stevenson is the best technical boxer in the game currently. Could be. Could be. The matchmakers know it. Canelo can only win by KO or stoppage. Facts, Kev. They know it. That's what the man, Kev. Let's be real. Hey, yo, I'm a Canelo Alvarez fan too. I know what my fighter possess. I know what my fighter could do. I do film study. This is what I do. I'm a film study junkie. That's why I said a guy like Teofimo Lopez can outbox Lomachenko. And everybody know he got to punch his chance. No, he will outbox Lomachenko. When you follow these guys since amateurs and see their growth, I've been saying Gervonta Davis, y'all haven't seen his 100% skill set. And then look what happened with the Pitbull Cruz, right? Everybody saw that. Whoa, shit, he could outbox on the outside. Yeah, that's what he was doing in the amateurs. Gervonta Davis got good legs. He could move. He could stick, move, got fire off the back foot. Everything. That's why I said I did a video. Gary Antoine Russell style is a tough one for Boots. Look at how Kev. James Kelly. Good looking out with the super chat. He said that will Demetrius Andrade will outbox at best Canelo and Charlo. James Kelly, see? James Kelly know his boxing as well. Hey yo, James. See, we know the truth. You know what I'm saying? We know it. We just talking strictly boxing technique. Put your feelings to a side. Strictly boxing technique. We don't see Demetrius Andrade almost lose a round. Then you're gonna be like, well, who is he fighting? Well, Canelo Alvarez ain't fighting these world beaters as well. Let's be real. Let's be honest. He ain't fighting these guys that's walking Hall of Famers and shit like that. The Smith, the Eardrum, the Saunders, the Plant. We ain't think highly about them. I think highly about the performance. I love his run. You get him out of there, right? You look special with you. You look way beyond your level. You're not fighting to the level of your competition. And Canelo Alvarez is doing his thing. But when it comes to certain styles, let's not play don't be faking it, y'all. Good looking out, James Kelly with the super chat, Patterson jersey in the building. Looking out, brother. Appreciate you. Happy New Year's, my brother. 2023 is gonna be your year, James. 2023 is gonna be your year, James Kelly. Ryder the Storm said, "Your question, Punch. Who do you believe can be an actual opponent for Boo next fight, and how soon?" I think a possible opponent, to be honest, I think is the perfect time to get the Jamar Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. I think is the perfect time. I don't see how they cannot make that fight. Now, will Jamar Charlo need a tune-up? I think Demetrius Andrade versus Jamar Charlo, Juneteenth. Perfect. And they could fight in Texas. Demetrius Andrade versus Jamar Charlo, Juneteenth. It'll probably be 2 years since Charlo been out. Maybe he needs or maybe, you know what I'm saying, Demetrius Andrade for January, probably fight August, September, something like that. I think September probably would be good. You know what I'm saying? Maybe April, August. I think August. But I think a Juneteenth day for Jamal Charlo and the Andrade will be a good fight. I think it will be perfect. I think it will be perfect. And people that's going to be talking about PBC fighters, if y'all don't like it, then don't watch. Stick to Top Rank, stick to the zone. But why talk all that ish about these fighters y'all still going to be watching and come to YouTube to talk shit about them? I got the Beats Andrade, to be honest, I got the Beats Andrade outboxing all these guys. The only guy that I see that is going to give them that type of work is David Benavidez. And I think that Canelo Alvarez could push the Beats Andrade, but I think the Beats Andrade could outbox Canelo Alvarez. And I think that David Benavidez may be too big for the Beats Andrade. He may be too big. You know, he throws some combination punches. He could overwhelm also Demetrius Andrade, but it's hard. I think Demetrius Andrade's style is the hardest puzzle to figure out in the sport of within the middleweight division, whether it's 160, 168. I think he's the toughest puzzle to figure out. I've seen enough. I've seen enough of the skill set of everybody at 160 and 168. Demetrius Andrade is the top of the line, got the heaviest bag in the middleweight in the middleweight divisions. Andrade is ahead of a Canelo Pop. No, come on, man. Now, do you really think Hector Garcia sold himself? No, I don't think that that was just a skit. I think that Hector Garcia actually was doing good versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Y'all ever saw the scorecard? They was not even going to give him up. They gave him one round. That was very wow. I was like, yo, hey, yo. Once a big damn. They gave him one round, bro. But anyway, I think that there's certain fighters that got levels of tolerance, and Hector Garcia is no Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was fighting blind versus Sonny Liston. He still beat him. He still continued. Even when Muhammad Ali was thinking about quitting, Angelo Dundee did not let him quit. And he was fighting blind. He was fighting blind with one eye for a while, and he was victorious. So it shows. So back and look at Ugas. Ugas didn't quit when his eye was effed up. He didn't quit. You know what I'm saying? The doctor called out the fight. It was a TKO because of the doctors, but Ugas was still winning the fight with a broken orbital bone. So there's certain fighters that we seen that they could sustain these injuries and stuff like that. So when Hector Garcia doesn't have a broken orbital bone, he's saying he just can't see. I think that I would have done everything possible as a trainer to cause a static. I will put water in the ring. I'll put some ice, let the referee boom. I'll drop my mouthpiece. I would do a lot of tactics to buy time. You know what I'm saying? I would do a lot of tactics to buy time. But in the end of the day, that's Hector Luis Garcia. He got his money and he's still a champion. I guess, you know what I'm saying, he just couldn't weather the storm like another fighter would. He was concussed. Yeah, man. He was. I mean, like, again, there's other fighters that they keep on fighting. You know what I'm saying? I think with other boxing is historically documented. So we see fighters from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. We're highly educated. The hardcore boxing fan, the pure ones, are highly educated about the history of the sport of boxing. We've seen a lot of fighters endure and tolerate having broken hands, effed up eye, you know what I'm saying, bicep injury, shoulder injury, foot injury, Achilles, even Gamboa, his Achilles, remember, he couldn't move, but he kept on fighting with versus Tank. Tank had a effed up hand. He kept on fighting Pitbull Cruz. Again with the eye, just already told y'all with the eye. Now there's other fighters that take a knee. There's other fighters that need to quit. Like, but these guys have broken orbital bones. Look at Inoue. Fracture his orbital bone versus Nonito Donaire. He kept on fighting. Now let's say if Inoue would have stopped fighting, and he said he couldn't see good from one eye. Let's say if Inoue would have quit on the stool, then Nonito Donaire would have beat Inoue. You see? So there we have examples of fighters that their eye effed up. Some of them take a knee, some of them keep on fighting. So with Hector Luis Garcia, who didn't break over the bone, he said he couldn't see. And, you know, then they're going to compare him to other fighters that has similar type of injuries or whatever. I don't think it was the eye. I think he was concussed. That's what it is. He couldn't see. But it's the sport of boxing, man. It's the hurt game. On for Abraham, fought with a broken jaw, whole fight, great champion. There's other fighters that look, Muhammad Ali broke with a broken jaw. We see him, and that's how we call him the greatest. He broke with a broken jaw. We seen who else for shit. Even Mike Tyson's eyes was closed up with Buster Douglas, and he kept fighting. His eyes was closed up, and he kept fighting. He got knocked out, but maybe these fighters are scared to get knocked out. But yeah, man, I think that come on, the hardcore boxing fans need to stop acting like casuals, man, and stop analyzing. Like we could critique them, and we could see like how this fighter could get better. We could see how Boots Ennis could get better in cutting off the ring. But let's stop acting like if Jerome that Earl Spence is Cameron Choo-Choo trained and Boots better learn how to cut off the ring because Earl Spence is going to do what Cameron Choo-Choo trained did. Come on, man, stop. He won a whole 12. That doesn't mean he loses. We acting like, and look what people come like, Demetrius Andrade. He got dropped. Motherfuckers, he pitched out a shutout, bro. A shutout. And it's 168-pound debut. Demar Nicholson was practically 190 pounds. Rehydrated. And this is what y'all come up with? Because y'all some hating dudes, man. Stop hating too much. Gary Russell Jr. for one hand, yeah. But again, man, tomorrow we back at it. Tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Boxing Combat Films. Everybody subscribe to Boxing Combat Films. He said, Punch, I think PBC going to throw Morrell, Charlo, Benavidez, and Plant in front of Andrade to hinder him fighting Canelo. Maybe. You know, I think they just getting their feet wet with Demetrius Andrade on Showtime and PBC. I think if Demetrius Andrade do something spectacular, and that is to fight Jerome Charlo and beat Jerome Charlo, shit, it's gonna be a goodie. And I think that, to be honest, the PBC could actually ice out Canelo. If they all fight each other, let's say PBC say, you know what, Canelo Alvarez, you didn't want to F with us, you wanted the zone deal. All right, man, just stay on that side. We do our thing. Whoever comes out of this smoke, then you could get them. But we're not paying attention to Canelo Alvarez right now. We're going to get this money right here. If they do that, we could see a lot of fights. And actually, Canelo Alvarez could be iced out. Because all these mixed matches, hey, Jerome Charlo versus Demetrius Andrade. The winner fights the winner of David Benavidez or Caleb Plant. They can fight the loser. Think about it. If David Benavidez beats Plant, I still want to see Demetrius Andrade versus Plant. That's still a good fight. If Charlo loses to Demetrius Andrade, Charlo versus Plant, Charlo versus David Benavidez, Andrade versus David Benavidez, Darrell versus Charlo, Darrell versus Andrade. All these fights is good, but it's all good, man. I'm happy. These fights could possibly come through fruition. I don't think these guys need Canelo Alvarez. And just like Demetrius Andrade said in my interview, and just like he said 2 years ago, we don't need Canelo Alvarez. Let's just get this smoke. Let's get this money ourselves. And then whoever comes out the smoke, get the smoke with Canelo. It wasn't Canelo Alvarez the first one to be like, these guys got to fight each other. It was Demetrius Andrade, but y'all just wasn't listening because y'all was too busy hating. And then y'all don't want to go out there and retweet or share these interviews, and other boxing content creators don't want to talk about these interviews because they hate me so much. They don't want to talk about what I'm bringing into the table. That's what it is. They hate me so much. It's all right. Just give me credit, man. I'm feeding the boxing community. Andre, stop lying to yourself, bro. Stop lying to yourself. Cool Boy Curry, stop lying, man. It's not worth it. The worst, I'm gonna tell you like this. the worst human being is those who lie to themselves, man. Because if you can lie to yourself, you can lie to everybody. Cool boy Curry, don't do that to yourself. Don't hate so much that you will lie to yourself. Don't hate so much that you will lie to yourself. You're only making yourself feel like a fool. Say you don't like the Andrade. The Andrade look garbage. You think a pitch out shutout, combination after combination, show everything in the toolbox, drop this dude 2 to 3 times, and that's garbage to you? Oh my God. The boxing people are so crackish, yo. Y'all, I don't know, bro. Just please. I want to know what y'all do. I want to sell. I want to make some good money too. I want to make some good money too. Just let me know what type of drug y'all take. I want to make some money too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it's easy to make money, if a bunch of y'all motherfuckers are using that shit, I could sell y'all that shit too, man. Just let me know, man. Let's hook up the connect. Yeah, la gente, como the way they hate is like, Boots Ennis look garbage. Really? That's what you analyze at the whole fight. That's what you came up with. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. The hardcore boxing fans have become the casuals, man. I don't know, bro. Hey, yes, Andrade looked very good. Boots did not. Lunging and sloppy footwork. I'm gonna tell you like this: that lunging shit, he did it 4 times. I counted 4 times. Another fighter, Boots, if you do that to guys, to even a Keith Thurman, once you turn around, he will pop you with a straight right and knock your ass out like that. Boots Ennis did it 4 times. I never saw Boots Ennis I fight. That was very uncharacteristic with Boots Ennis. I don't know if he was too comfortable, if he respected Karen Choo-Choo Train, but I seen it when he was trying to swing for the right cross and he was spinning around it. He did it 4 times. When I was watching the fight, I said, yo, this is the 4th time he do that. Very undisciplined in spots. You know what I'm saying? He could really get himself hurt. With a guy with that skill and talent, it was very uncharacteristic. I don't think his father was happy about that as well. Lacking basic fundamentals. I don't think he lacked basic fundamentals. I think sometimes sometimes these guys are so confident they don't respect their opponent that they throw the fundamentals away. You know what I'm saying? It's like Jaron Boots Ennis usually know how to jab to the solo plex a lot of time, know how to go to the body. In the second half of the fight, he was going to the body. But you know, if he's a mover, go to the body. You got a great jab to the solo plex. You got great body work. You know what I'm saying? How do you stop a guy that moves a lot? You go to the body. And I don't think that he was attacking, starting out his offensive onslaught going to the body. And I think this is the reason why Karen Choo-Choo Train kept on moving. But good looking out, AES. Good looking out, man. Peace, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you for the support, man. Appreciate you, everybody with that support. Dritch Richardson said, Boo Boo, the truth. Yep, he's the truth, man. The most avoided fighter of this era. Everybody know that. Boo Boo beats A-level fighters than we see. Nah, I already seen. Just like Boots. He don't need to beat A-level fighters for me to know who he's the goods. You know he's the goods. Andre, you know he's the goods. You know he's the goods. You could see it. When he's beating he's fighting guys in particular level that he's beyond that level. You know that. Now, what you need Sonia, what you need to do as a fan is when you on these streams, when you on Twitter, whatever, is go to those fighters and tell the A fighters to fight that guy that they've been avoiding for quite some time, that you want to see them fight that type of skills. Let's be real. Canelo Alvarez struggle with Mayweather. Canelo Alvarez struggle with Lara. Canelo Alvarez struggle with Bivol. What does that tell you? He struggled with boxers that know how to move and use their feet. That's the reason why even Oscar De La Hoya said that that's a style that is bad for Canelo Alvarez. So if he said that about Bivol, if he said that about that, he know what the Andrade brings to the table. And that's why they never put him up. They never put Canelo Alvarez up against the Andrade, because the Andrade has the skill set to outbox Canelo Alvarez. Technician. Hey, I said, nah, bro. He lunges regularly. I've been following. I just feel like that he was doing it too much. But this is the first time he actually spun around. Okay. Spun around. He needs to ignore the social media noise and lock in. It's capable. Look, he's young. He's getting a lot of love. I'm going to tell you like this. He had a lot of fans up in there. Of course, he's from Philadelphia. Washington, D.C. is not too far from me. But he had a lot of fans. I see the new swag. I see the new swag with outside of the ring with Jaron Boots Ennis. He was feeling himself, the sunglasses, the jewelry. Jaron Boots Ennis is and look, man, you want to live life to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? You want to live every moment and capture every moment. You know what I'm saying? Live at your time, have fun. And I think he was feeling the energy, was feeling the moment. It's his day, it's his event as well, alongside with Javon Davis. But I see a little, I see it's almost like with Earl Spence. You remember Earl Spence at the beginning? Earl Spence looked like a church boy. You know what I'm saying? No jewelry, no nothing, just spoke well and stuff like that. Then he started chilling with the rappers. Then you saw him getting twisted live, getting twisted in every fight we see. Not every fight, but several fights that we've seen him. That he's chilling with this with the crew. And you saw where Earl Spence was actually leading. You saw what he was leading to, and you know what I'm saying? Certain things unfortunate happens. God willing, he stood alive and stuff like that. But you saw Earl Spence. Oh, look at him. He getting money. I'm seeing that with Jaron Boots Ennis. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I just hope he stay within himself. Don't lose yourself. Boo Boo didn't even move his feet. They're not the same. It looked like Boo Boo got floored with that body attack. I think he landed one body, but then the punch that put him down, he like pushed him off. It hit his elbow. That right punch to the elbow, and like he pushed off, and that's why the referee didn't call a knockdown. He didn't hit him to get knocked down. You know what I'm saying? That was a good call by the ref. But remember, the ref didn't call one of the knockdowns to the mise en Andrade, but nobody want to talk about that. It should be 3 knockdowns for the mise en Andrade, right? But people don't want to talk about that. But it's okay. I know where the haters at. Boo Boo soft to the. I'm gonna stop reading your comment now. You know what I'm saying? Like you should just make a video about hating the mise en Andrade. Just make a video. Motherfuckers just want to come out here, don't want to listen to nothing. It was good to see Andrade in the ring again, but he needs to fight somebody. I hope that those somebody's want to fight him, Khan. I hope so. I hope they grow the cojones, man. That's what I want. I want their team to grow the cojones and fight this man. Boo Boo time ticking. He's running out of time. Who he's fighting next? We want to see Charlo. Charlo. I think that's going to be a hell of a fight. Joe Pilot said, yo, it's popular to hate Boo Boo. He had a good performance. Nicholson. It's tough to KO Berlanga. Berlanga couldn't do it, and he cracks harder than Boo Boo. Joe Pilot. I know this. I understand this community. This is why these content. I know what I expect. I expect the haters. That's what I expect. You know what I'm saying? Just like I expect the supporters when I talk good about Canelo Alvarez. That's when they subscribe, and tell me that I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? I already know the wave here. You know what I'm saying? I already know the wave. So, but I break it down unbiased, logically, and objectively. I'm not trying to hustle y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hustle y'all. I'm not trying to desperately come up with a bunch of Canelo Alvarez content to gain subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I leave that to them other channels that y'all go to. I ain't trying to be that. I ain't trying to be fake to y'all. You know? I ain't trying to be fake. I see Canelo Alvarez is probably the greatest of this era, has accomplished more than anybody. He's arguably the man. But we seen with the past two opponents in the last 2 outings, and the reason is not that he lost above all. and beat Triple G is one huge thing is his stamina, and the other thing is his game planning. And the beats Andre got a style that his stamina ain't gonna do too good. I don't know if he plateaued. I don't know if him and Eddie Reynoso have plateaued together. I do think that Canelo Alvarez may need a new regimen, because think about it. If Canelo Alvarez is moving up, right? I'm gonna give you an example. Demetrius Andre went to another weight class, so he needs to get bigger. So he himself need to change or add on to his training regimen. He needs to bulk up a little bit, because when he fights these other guys are going to rehydrate way more than him, because they're natural 168 pounders. You know what I'm saying? So let's say if Demetrius Andre rehydrated only like 7-8 pounds, but these guys at 168 that been there for a long time, they rehydrating to the upper 180s, almost to 190. So now Demetrius Andre is fighting at 170, let's say 175. DeMar Nicholson is fighting at 189, almost 190. Some of these guys be rehydrating 14, 15 pounds. But these naturally, it's like Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was a little guy. When he rehydrates, he was 147, and then he rehydrates to 149. Because he's a naturally little guy. So you got to change your regimen. Canelo Alvarez need to change his training regimen. Canelo Alvarez is a smaller guy. He can't be throwing these 1 and 2 punches. He got to throw more punches, because he's the little guy moving up. So Bivol should not be throwing more than Canelo Alvarez. The little guy should be the one that's be fighting that should have that should be throwing more. You know? James Kelly say, I like Boots, but his opponent's footwork threw him off. If he fights Crawford like that, he will lose. Boots is going to go back and review his performance and adjust. I hope he doesn't get caught up in the hype. James Kelly, man, you're a great observer, brother, because, man, we think alike, James. Because I'm saying the same. I hope he don't get caught up with the hype. Not the hype in terms of boxing, but the hype outside of the ring. The girls, now celebrities want to chill with you. Celebrities want to take you out. Now you got the money to go out. You got the cars, you want the floors. You got this. Now you got a whole new crew. Now you got the leeches. And for a young fighter, it's like Edgar Berlanga. What you gonna tell Fat Joe and Meek Mills to get off to get out the locker room? Nah, you going, hey yo, what's good? You going, what's good? Like Javante Tanday in his locker room. All the celebrities is coming out to say what's up to him and stuff like that. Now Jaron Boots Ennis, everybody's getting to know Jaron Boots Ennis. He want to stay out there. He want to say what's up to the people, because now he's getting this new love, this new hype, this new drive, this new thing right now that you don't want to miss out also. So I understand Boots Ennis. He don't want to miss out on his moment. You know, he don't want it. And when a lot of people's giving you credit, a lot of people showing you love, people that you look up to, people that you listen to their music, now be coming to your fights to be a fan of yours, you want to mingle with them. I just don't want Jaron Boots Ennis to lose himself. Because of all the new things that may look good and may look beautiful, and it's fly. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to lose himself. I think he got a great team with his brothers, his father. He goes to church. He's a man of God, all that stuff. I like Jaron Boots, and I don't want him to lose himself. And we've seen fighters lose themselves, right? So I agree with that. I think if he was spinning around like that in the ring with them right hooks that he was missing and turning around, I think Crawford, Spence, Thurman would have capitalized off it. You know, he need to fix that. But I think that he got a smart team, got a smart teacher in his father. That he's a smart enough fighter, you know, that he's really going to be more disciplined in his next fight going around. And it depends if he gets the opportunity to fight them A-level fighters. And we're going to see the best of Boots Ennis. We're going to see. We're going to see. Thanks, James Kelly. Devin Haney is 200 on Fight Night. As well, Boots is trying to become an entertainer because he knows he needs to sell tickets, and that's a good thing. Yeah, man. And sometimes you abandon your fundamentals to be entertaining. You know, Roy Jones Jr. did that. You know who really never did that, and he just stayed true to just doing everything right. Floyd Mayweather. He did all the antics outside of the ring, but when it came down to that square circle, once he got the eyeballs, he's going to do what he needs to do, fundamentally sound, and fight almost perfect. Perfection, discipline. That's it. He did his work. And I think that there's other fighters that know how to rile the fans up, rile the fans up outside during promotions. But once they come in the building, that's it. I'm going to do my job. That's Floyd Mayweather. Roy Jones Jr., he want to leave you with memories. And he did leave us with memories. You know what I'm saying? Boots Ennis want to do the same. Teofimo Lopez, that's the reason why he was tight his last fight versus Sando Martin, because he didn't get to do what he wanted to do. He was saying, I want to entertain, I'm an entertainer. And he was really harping on that. So when he didn't entertain the way he wanted to entertain, hard on himself, feel like he let the fans down and stuff like that, let himself down, started questioning himself. Nah, it's just that you didn't win the way that you wanted to win. There's other fighters that want to entertain the fans. Manny Pacquiao wanted to entertain the fans. Win, lose, or draw, he wanted to give us a fight. Boots Ennis wanted to entertain the fans. Roy Jones Jr. wanted to entertain the fans. Sugar Ray Leonard wanted to entertain the fans. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez wanted to entertain the fans. There's just certain fighters that want to give the fans their money's worth. There's other fighters. A guy like Devin Haney don't give a damn what you think about him. Shakur Stevenson don't give a damn what you think about him. Even though that he did apologize before the Jamel Hearing fight, but there's certain fighters that don't give a damn. They're just going to do their job. I value as a fan those fighters that want to entertain me. You know what I'm saying? I value that. I'm not going to talk ish about them. But next for Boots Ennis, again, he got the IBF interim. Nobody can answer me that question. Who else is the IBF interim? I think Boots Ennis is supposed to be getting Earl Spence. There was no need for him to fight Karen Choo Train. He did fight Castillo Clayton for that position. The IBF interim that's telling me that Earl Spence is gonna fight one fight and he's leaving because he has not been mandated by the IBF since 2018, Carlos Ocampo, and the IBF rarely have an IBF interim on the line. I don't remember when they did that. It's very rare for them to do that. And if it's very rare for them to do that, damn, the powers that be with Earl Spence, they got some power out there. But I think it's unfair. And people should talk about that more than trying to say that he ain't ready for Earl Spence. He is ready for Earl Spence. Now he got to fight these fights because the guys don't want to fight him. Now Jaron Boots Ennis got to fight these fights. You know what I'm saying? He got to fight Karen Choo Train because he ain't getting Earl Spence or he ain't getting Keith Thurman. So what is he going to do? Virgil Ortiz is fighting Stanionis. Who is he going to fight? So there you go, Karen Choo Train. Made no sense to fight for the IBF. Just a check for the IBF. Yeah, that was Joe Pilot. That don't happen. And I called that shit out a long time ago, the IBF interim. I called that shit a long time ago, man. That's whack. Here's what it is. Boots might try to look shitty with Karen as a play, so Spence was signed to fight him. Nah, I don't think he want to look shitty. I don't think, when it's a pay-per-view event and there's people out there to see you, come on, man. They work on this. It's not to look mediocre. I think that's a myth where fighters say, I'm going to look a certain way so I could get the big fights. It's unfortunate because guys like I'm talking about Boots Ennis, look at the way that he looked. And Demis Andrade, it's going to be harder for them to get these fights. Canelo Alvarez looking at that like, shit, man. I hate the way this guy moves, bro. He's dropping down. His jab he's always out of punching these awkward uppercuts, these awkward combinations, the awkward footwork. He's on the outside, he's on the inside. I'm telling you right now, Canelo Alvarez don't like that. what Canelo Alvarez means about terrible fight, no, Canelo Alvarez means is a terrible matchup for him. It's a terrible matchup for me. He's going to make me work and he's going to make me think too much. He's going to make me adjust. I am not athletic like him. I'm not going to punch more with him. I don't want to chase him, or I don't want. He's a yin yang fighter. If Demetrius Andrade want to fight you on the outside, he'll do it. If we want to fight you on the inside, and you want to come on the inside, he's gonna fight you on the outside. He can make you fight in the. He can make you fight in the outside. Then that's when he want to fight in the inside. He's a yin yang fighter. He just got too much tools, man. Too much tools. Too much tools. But anyway, man, tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, check out my brother, Rap Star Boxing Knowledge is going to go live as well. We're going to be chopping it up over there. We're going to be having a debate. If y'all want to go to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge, we're going to have this debate later on. Canelo Alvarez, Demetrius Andrade. I'm saying Demetrius Andrade will outbox Canelo Alvarez. I don't know what Rap Star going to be saying. Anyway, man, it don't matter. We could agree, disagree. Just understand that this channel is unbiased, logically and objectively. We're going to give everybody their just due. We're going to hold them accountable. We need to hold them accountable. We're going to critique them. We're going to praise them, but we're going to preserve the sport of boxing. I'm not here to jump on no fighters like all these other channels. I'm not saying these fighters ain't shitty. I'm not saying don't buy the pay-per-views. I'm not saying don't support boxing or support fighters and stuff like that. I don't want to see a Canelo Alvarez and John Ryder because I know these names that I want Canelo Alvarez to fight. I want to see these fights. I want to see these fights. I'm a fan too. I'm a paying subscriber too. I'm just not a host to a channel. I'm also a fan of the sport of boxing. And I want to see these potential great fights. So y'all already know, man. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.